The literature of this book called the Bible ain't gonna just stay trapped between these pages forever. Yeah, it's just ink spilled on paper right now, but the day is gonna come where you won't be able to just cherry pick what you want and ignore what you don't. Where you won't be able to just shut it back up in the book and walk away from it. Where the words of this book will be manifested and the ink will come jumping up off the paper, materialized live right before your eyes, before your face, to condemn you, to judge you, and me. Therefore, I come not to tell you what you want to hear. I come to tell you what you need to hear. I come to tell you the truth. No cherry picking, soothsaying, and no guile. Yeah. Best believe that day gon' come. They ain't gon' look at you strange for doing what the Father won't done. Cause wickedness will be plain to see. No more hiding light shining bright, in all iniquity. The same way he did Adam and Eve. Blasted them front street, uncovered, no fig leaf. Like roaches when you flick the switch. The end of all darkness, yeah, now you're lit. Falsehood won't last, it gotta go out the window. The words of these scripts though, now that's official. No, I'm reppin' something that was here from the get-go. And to be here long, after everything is gone. So laugh at me now, I be the butt of your jokes. Be mad at me now, but I bet you every knee gon' bow though. And every tongue shall confess. Romans 14 and 11 say it best. Change coming.
Truth is truth if nobody receive it. And lies is lies even if everyone believe it. But when the tables turn, they gon' wish they would've heeded. All praise to the Father for allowing us to see it. A change coming. When truth prevail, when truth prevail. When truth prevail, when truth prevail. Never man written in this book a fairy tale. But the truth prevail, the truth prevail.
Isaiah 55 and 11. So shall my word go forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
You better believe that they gonna ride when the righteous words written in this book come alive. Where you won't be able to close it or try to expose it or ignore it. To carry on enjoying your hypnosis. I cry for you, held my hands out to the Most High for you, but I'm not about to ruin my eternal life for you. You're scared Ezekiel, frightened and bad. Trapped Isaiah in a tree trunk and sawed him in half. Took Yeshua and hung him on the Calvary. And to this day still acting like you don't know how to be. And now I see why you're higher judging this first. How would you flexing on the heathen when your judgment is worse? They going to hell after running the earth. You going to hell after living in captivity and suffering the curse. Thinking you made it cause you making worthless paper dollars. Bragging about taking brothers' baby mamas. Man, it's a change coming.
Truth is truth if nobody receive it. And lies is lies even if everyone believe it. But when the tables turn, they gon' wish they would've heeded. All praise to the Father for allowing us to see it. A change coming. When truth prevail, when truth prevail. When truth prevail, when truth prevail. Never man written in this book a fairy tale. But the truth prevail, the truth prevail. Truth is truth if nobody receive it. And lies is lies even if everyone believe it. But when the tables turn, they gon' wish they would've heeded. All praise to the Father for allowing us to see it. A change coming. When truth prevail, when truth prevail. When truth prevail, when truth prevail. Never man written in this book a fairy tale. But the truth prevail, the truth prevail.
Yeah, and ain't command written in this book a fairy tale. But the truth will prevail. Yeah, can you dig it? The word of the Most High gon' prevail. You know what I'm saying? The Most High word. Not my word, your word, my feelings, your feelings, but his feelings. Not what we want, but what he wants. That's what his word is for. For us to know what he want us to do and to do it, period. It's not for us to make ourselves look knowledgeable and like we got all of this wisdom and all of this knowledge. It's not for us to win debates with, none of that. It's for us to take and study and grow and apply to our lives and change and do better and be
be better and be better people, inside and out, visible and invisible, so that we may be fit for this kingdom when it comes. That's what this word is for. That's the only reason why the Most High gave his chosen, his children, the seed of Israel, his oracles for. Everybody talking about who he gonna save and who he not gonna save. Well, contrary to popular belief, who he gonna save is those who benefited from his word. That's who he gonna save. How you think he gonna save us? He's saving us through and by his word, which ain't gonna happen if we ain't allowing the word to take effect on us. See what I'm saying? If we ever learning but never coming to the knowledge of the truth, that's what that scripture means. It means you paying attention to everything but the core beliefs that actually have the power to end up saving your soul. That's the knowledge of the truth that we ain't coming to. You cannot evade truth. You gotta run to the truth, not from the truth. I don't care what it is. If it's true, you better be trying to latch on to it, because the time is coming where this word is gonna prevail. It's gonna overcome. It's not gonna stay in this book getting ignored by us and getting pieces and parts picked out of it, the parts we like. No, it's gonna materialize and come alive and make all the difference whether we live or die. It's gonna depend on how well we heeded the warnings in this book. This book is a book of warning from Genesis all the way to Revelation. That's why Ecclesiastes 12 and 13 tell us, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. What's the conclusion of the whole matter? The conclusion of the whole matter is Genesis to Revelation, from the beginning to the end, kind of Alpha and the Omega. And once we hear that conclusion of the whole matter, what do we do then? It goes on to tell us, fear the Most High and keep his commandments, right? So as we take in everything from the beginning to the end, we are never forgetting to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. So you can't go from the Old Testament to the New Testament and leave the law in the Old Testament. That's what this is telling us. And once we understand that, what is that? This is the whole duty of man. That's the entire duty for living. And it's going to determine whether we succeed or fail. All of it, the whole matter. Not just the pieces and parts that we like, but the whole matter, the entire truth. But don't get it twisted, with or without us, this word is going to prevail. Let's start knocking it down. Read the Bible. Psalm 19 and 7. The law of thy power is perfect. The law of the Most High, thy power ahia, is perfect. What is his law? It's his statutes. What is his statutes? It's his commandments. His commandments mean that he commanded us to do something. He didn't ask. He commanded us to do something. So that's beyond negotiation. It's not up for no discussion and none of that. Why not? Because it just told us. Because his law is perfect, It was already perfect. That means it's already completed. You will not find a flaw in it, is what that means. And if you say nay, then you're basically calling the creator of the heaven and the earth a liar. And who are we to do that? Where was we when he was creating everything? See what I'm saying? So that's a level of pride and arrogance that's out of this world. You know what I'm saying? That's what that's saying. It don't need nobody trying to do nothing else to it. It don't need nothing added to it. It don't need nothing taken away from it. None of that. It is perfect already. Let us read on. Converting the soul. Converting the soul. So if you follow it, it will convert your soul. So if you're respecting and performing the things of the law, your soul will be converted. And what else? The testimony of thy power is sure. The testimony of the Most High, thy power is sure. This law is his testimony, right? Our connection to him, the things he commanded of us, the things he told us to do. This is his testimony as the creator of the heaven and the earth and as our God. It's him testifying to us, and his testimony is sure. Sure, that means it's precise and exact. That means he wasn't confused or torn between two facts like men be. It means he didn't make no mistakes on it like men make mistakes. None of that. As it said before this, it is perfect, He didn't need nothing added to it or nothing taken away from it. It is so perfect that what? Making wise the simple. Making wise the simple. You might think you wise, but you really simple. If you got something slick to say about this law, straight up. It's so perfect that it will make people who look wise appear to be simple. It'll make them look stupid, period. Ain't no two ways about it. If you don't at least do the things of this law that are possible in our captivity and exile, then your soul will not be converted. You are not wise and you will look simple, period, point blank. Bottom line is what Psalms 19 and 7 is trying to tell us. So you will lose. In this truth, this word will prevail, and you will perish by this word. It's by this word that we will be judged. Precepts, get it again. Proverbs 30 and 5. Every Every word of thy power is pure. Every word of Ahia is pure. There we go again with it. The word of Ahia is pure. Not just the words that we may like and agree with off back, but all of it, even what we don't agree with. Yes, those two are pure. Them ones we always trying to hide and overlook and hoping nobody bring out. Every word of the Most High Ahia is pure. Like, what can I use for example? Like, a lot of people be hitting me up about, like, well, why y'all calling the Most High Ahia? His name ain't Ahia, his name is blah blah. You know, like we pulling his name out of thin air or something. No, his name is this word. His name is law. In fact, if you go say anything else, you busting up a law. Cause ain't no other name where he said, this is my name forever. Go tell the children of Israel, this is my name. When he was asked by Moses in Exodus 3, that's what he said his name was. Out his own mouth, his words, he said, I am that I am. Flip that into the Hebrew when you get Ahia, Ashar, Ahia, period. And then the next words to be spoken are commands. Go tell the children of Israel, I am sent me unto you. That's an instruction, that's a command within the first 5 books of Moses, where the law is located. That's his word, and his word is true, his word is perfect, and his word, his testimony is pure. So that's what's going to prevail. What does prevail even mean? That means that it will overcome above all. That means that it will be last to stand. That means that everything outside of that word will perish, that word may be able to triumph, is what that means. Let us read on. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Put their trust in him how? Trust in what? Trust in his testimonies, in his words, the words that he spoke to us, in his command. So I'm sorry, none of them other scriptures y'all try to divert us to is a command. So don't try to take me into the confusion in Exodus 6 and 3, where he told Moses that by my name such and such I was not known to Abraham, because that's not a command. It's not the same thing as him saying, my name is this, go tell Israel my name is this is my name forever throughout all your generations. So nah, that's stronger than that. And when you get to Exodus 6 and 3, you can clearly see that the text in that part of the scripture has been changed. And everybody, whatever Bible you got, it's gonna be the same. That text is different. They use a different font right there. Why? Because it's injected and planted there. And if you're naive enough to believe that they're not planting names in this book, then let's catch them planting names in the book real quick then. Spin your book to Genesis 22 and 14, where it say Abraham called that place Jehovah Jireh. Well, I thought the Most High told Moses in Exodus 6 and 3, he didn't know him by that name. So how could way back in Genesis, Abraham called that place Jehovah Jireh if he didn't know that name? Gotcha. Bang. So see, they planted that name in both them places. Gotcha. And in every other place you see it. So don't even take me there. Gotcha. And definitely don't take me outside of the law in the Psalms either, where it says sing praises unto his name such and such. I'm sorry, that don't trump my name is Ahia. Go tell the children of Israel, I am sent me unto you. That's a command. Psalms is not. Psalms ain't even the first 5 books of Moses. That's way later during King David. So sing praises unto who? You telling me to break a command at that point. He wasn't blatantly asked his name in no scripture. And they will try to say that when he said that, he wasn't given his name. Well, he was asked his name, and that's what he said twice. He even shortened it for us and gave us a nickname for it. So is that the kind of God that you serving? That you ask him his name and he tell you something else? Is the God you serving a liar? Because I don't serve no God like that. I serve a God that wants the children of Israel to know his name, who is very jealous, and who says in Exodus 20 and 3, I am the Most High your power, you shall have no other God before me. So you think he gonna play with his name and try to confuse us when we ask him what his name is? No, he said his name, Sahaya Shahai. And they will also say, well, that wasn't him speaking, that was some angel that he sent speaking for him. So what? I don't care who it was that he sent to speak for him. So it's an angel named Sahaya Shahai. The angel gave his own name, right? Come on, baby. If it was an angel speaking, he was speaking as a messenger. And he told the children of Israel who their God was and who was coming to free them. Regardless, that's his word. His word is true. His word is perfect. His testimony is pure. And that's what the obedient will call him, in the name that they will put their trust in. Period. And that's just an example that I want to use to elaborate on how important his words are. His words and his words alone. Precept. Let's get it again. Numbers 20 23:19. The Most High is not a man that he should lie. He is not a man that he should lie. He is not a flesh walking the earth with anything to gain from persuading anybody. He doesn't need to do that. His word is true, perfect, and pure so far, right? Let's go. Neither the Son of Man that he should repent. Neither the Son of Man that he should have to repent or regret anything and have to ask forgiveness for anything. He is the Most High. There is nobody above him. So what is he going to regret? You know what I'm saying? Who is he going to repent to? Who does he need forgiveness from? If he speak his word and another being beneath him try to flex and he had to show him his power, then that's fair game. What is there for him to repent for? And who's higher than him that he should have to ask forgiveness? You see that? And that go for every being beneath him. Angels and all. Everybody. Every being in the heaven is scared of him. Everybody in hell is scared of him. Lucifer's demons, all of them. Everybody. They loathe that the judgment of the Most High is coming to them. Let us keep getting it. Has he said, and shall he not do it? If he said it, shall he not do it? He ain't like men or the sons of men. Whatever he says he can do it, and he will do it. Or has he spoken it, and shall he not make it good? If he spoke it, he gonna make it good. That's his word, and he is going to make it good. That means everything he say, everything come out his mouth is law. So if he say it, it's gonna happen. It's a threat, it's a promise, it's all that. It's gonna happen. Why? Let's run through it again. Because his word is law, it's true, it's perfect, it's pure, it's sure. He's gonna do it, and he's gonna make it good, And his track record is perfect. Everything this book says comes true. Parallel the words of this Bible with the past historical events, and then parallel that with what you've seen with your own eyes in your own life just while you've been living. And I guarantee you it will make your skin crawl. It's beyond any possibility where any man could have planned this and wrote this and tried to somehow fulfill it and make it come true, or has successfully predicted these things on his own. Nah, this is the word of the Most Higher, and it's gonna prevail. It's gonna overcome. It's gonna triumph and come to pass. It's gonna manifest itself into reality. Precept. Let's get another one. Isaiah 40:8. The grass withereth. The grass grow pretty and green right in the beginning, right? And then what happens? It runs its course, and it withers away. It loses its pretty green color, and then it dies, right? And what else? The flower faded. The flower fades. The flower that blooms is strong at first, right? It's standing up nice and straight. It's erect, perpendicular. It's all colorful and beautiful, right? And then what happened? It fades. It don't last forever. It loses its color. It gets weak. It starts leaning all over to the side. It dies. It starts turning brown. What else? But the word of our God shall stand forever. The word of our God, our power shall stand forever. It's never gonna wither away like that grass. It's never gonna fade like that flower. Let's take it on down the line. Say it with me. It's law. It's perfect. It's true, pure, sure. He's gonna do it, and he's gonna make it good. That's his word. It's gonna prevail. It's gonna outlast everything, right? So everything outside of that word is gonna wither. So we better try to love it. I have no allegiance or desire for anything else outside of the Most High's word, because I know it ain't gonna last. It's not gonna prevail. It's gonna wither away, and it's gonna fade. So whether I like it or not, I better try to receive it into my bosom and adapt to it, because everything else is temporal. Straight up. Precepts. Get it again. Tell us more about these fading flowers and withering grass. Let's make a connection with this here. 1 Peter chapter 1, verses 24 through 25. For all flesh is as grass. Whoops, there it is there. Okay, all flesh is as grass. We done made a connection here with that withering grass, and what else? And all the glory of man as the flower of grass. And all the glory of man is as that flower that fade. Okay, and the grass withereth. Kapow, there's that withering grass again. Our flesh is gonna wither away like that grass. And what else? And the flower thereof falleth away. Kapow, there's that flower again. It's gonna fail. It's gonna fall away. But what's gonna prevail though? What's not gonna fall and fail and wither away? 25. But the word of the Most High endureth forever. Kabang, there it is there. The Most High word will endure forever. Let us read on. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. And this is the word of the gospel that's been preached to us. That's the word that's gonna live forever and prevail. So what does that mean? That means don't look at the Most High truth and what you see now and think that that's the full power of it. No, it's kind of rough right now, but it's gonna get better when it reigns forever, even ever and ever. It's gonna prevail. It's gonna outlast everything. It's gonna spring up undefeated. And that truth goes deep. We hurt and looking bad right now. We got naysayers everywhere. We looking foolish. We be looking foolish to people. Regular people in the world looking at the Christian like they foolish for God. Christian is looking at Hebrews, thinking them Hebrews foolish. They think they could follow that law. They're out of their mind. Now the Hebrews is looking at lovers of Christ and saying they foolish. They believing in that idol. They following that man and this and all that stuff they be saying. You know what I'm saying? You know how they be talking out there. And then you got the brews that's really following Christ and just trying to do everything that Christ said, which lines up with what the Most High says. And they calling these brews stupid. See what I'm saying? So the deeper you go into this truth, the less people you're gonna find and the smaller these flocks of sheep are gonna be. You know what I'm saying? And the more you're gonna appear to be representing something invisible to the untrained eye. The deeper you go, the less people you gonna get. And you know it's only a remnant that's gonna be saved. But the time is ticking where everybody on the opposing side of what we pushing is gonna be in a pickle. It ain't gonna be nowhere for a naysayer to run and hide at. When it's time for them to lay down, they gonna wish they would've got down, period. That's why we wanna be on the correct side of whatever the word is saying. Like, what can I use for instance? Like, you have scriptures on love if you wanna be for the love, right? We got scripts to back us up on that. But look at this here, they also got scripts on the other side that the haters use to say that it's okay to hate, okay? Now that can make us feel like we getting pulled in two different directions, right? Well, now we gotta use wisdom and discernment and look at the risk. We have scriptures where the haters are getting condemned to hell, right? Okay, so there is no scriptures where the love is getting condemned to hell. Not one. You are not gonna find it. In fact, there is a scripture that says blatantly there is no law against the love. So kapow, there it is there. There's your safe zone right there. Choose the love. That's just for an example, but that's what you gotta do throughout this entire Bible. Keep yourself safe. Go where ain't no risk at. That's the truth that's gonna prevail. That way when it's time for truth and whatever the truth is to prevail, to rise and judge us and overcome all its opponents, you ain't stuck on the wrong side looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Never mind how you look, none of that. Never mind what people had to say about you. None of that is important. Cause you the one that's gonna be triumphant at the throne. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the fire of the furnace that, you know, the Most High put his gold through. You know, I don't know everything, you know, but I know that much. You know, and that's for all the souls out there that's doing this for salvation. You know what I'm saying? Cause there's a lot of people in this truth that's sinning for a lot of reasons. And a lot of them ain't salvation. They don't. You know what I'm saying? They're not worried about that, you know? So I know there's a very small, minute number of people that I'm speaking to, you know what I mean, when I make this music. Okay, I know this. I know the mass majority is gonna shift the conversation in another direction, because they already did it when they was reading the book. But they're not gonna hear the book, they're not gonna hear me or you. You know what I'm saying? So salute to the 12 tribes worldwide. Shabbat Shalom, Yasha Allah. Your brother Bron7e here. You know what I'm saying? This has been When the Truth Prevails. Till the next time, may the Most High bless, keep and increase you. Shalom. Psalm 85 and 9 through 11. Surely his salvation is nigh them that fear him, that glory may dwell in our land. 10. Mercy and truth are met together. Righteousness and peace have kissed each other. 11. Truth shall spring out of the earth, and righteousness shall look down from heaven. Acts 19 and 20. So mightily grew they in the word of the Most Higher, and prevailed.